Hi there, I'm Nick Barraclough, President at AKCP, and today I'd like to introduce to you our thermal map sensor and our cabinet thermal map sensor. So the cabinet thermal map sensor will monitor temperature, top, middle and bottom, front and rear of your rack, and the thermal map sensor monitors the front or the rear of the rack, top, middle and bottom, temperature and humidity at the top, and temperature, middle and bottom. These sensors can be combined together on a single sensor port, which I'll show you in a moment. But here's an example of the thermal map string, and this would be attached to the front of the rack, and another one can be attached at the rear. Let's take a closer look at these. So here's the thermal map strings. We have the THMS, which is a single string, which has 3 temperature sensors and 1 temperature humidity sensor, which will hang on the front of the rack. And for attaching these to the rack, you can either use the supplied double stick tape, or we also have an optional magnetic mounting kit that allows you to easily snap these into place on the rack, and also means that you can move them around if necessary. The CTHMS, which is the cabinet thermal map, is a combination of 2 of these together with the sensor splitter box. So in our normal configuration, the THMS will plug into one of the SP Plus sensor ports directly, and in a CTHMS configuration, they plug into the sensor splitter box. You can see we have cabinet rear and cabinet front marked on here, and then there is another port which goes back to the Sensor Pro Plus. The additional port which is on here also allows you to connect up one of our contactless current meters. So from a single sensor port on the SP Plus, you're able to monitor both temperature and humidity front and rear of the rack, top, middle and bottom temperature, top, middle and bottom delta T, and the total power going to the rack from the CCM. Now let's take a look at a 3D animation that illustrates how these are actually installed. Cabinet thermal map sensors are visually displayed in AKC Pro Server on rack maps. The rack maps will graphically show you the temperature at the front and rear of the racks, as well as the delta T.